and welcome back to WEC Icons, a series where we go in depth with some of the most beautiful and incredible race cars on the planet. Today, as always, is no exception. We're joined by the BMW M Hybrid V8. It's a gorgeous hypercar, particularly distinctive for those front kidneys, but there's so much more to unpack about this car than just that. So let's get into it. Klaus, welcome to WEC Icons. Thank you so much for joining us. And I wonder if first things first, could you introduce yourself for me, please, and tell me what you do for a living?
So, my name is Klaus Schöller. I've been with BMW for 12 years now, I think. No, even 13. Job title is Head of Operations for Trackside LMDH in WEC.
So you know this car pretty well then?
I should know a bit about it.
Well, how about you start off by introducing it for us and telling me sort of the basics of the car?
Yeah, so basically, I mean, we have the LMDH car here, built according to these regulations.
What's its name?
It's called BMW M Hybrid V8. Gives you basically all of the general information already. It has the V8 engine installed. It's twin turbocharged, so there's two turbos on it. And as I said, built by LMDH regulations. So basically, hybrid powertrain, X-Truck 7-speed gearbox.
Can you explain to me in simple terms how the energy and power is distributed between the hybrid and the engine?
Normally, we try to keep that, let's say, invisible or not feelable for the driver. So it should be in the background that the MGU is delivering the power and taking some responsibility of the combustion engine. So it should not be a big difference for the driver. It should not be feelable a lot. So it's an underground work that the MGU has to do in terms of power delivery. And then, as said, the delivery could be corner exit, could be on the straight. This is all down to the software where we actually want to deliver the power then.
And how does the placement of that hybrid unit affect the car and things like handling?
It's affecting the car in terms of weight distribution. So it's basically a parameter that needs to be taken into account when we design the car. So basically, I mean, here on this car, we have the battery on the right-hand side in the cockpit. The MGU is in the back. So basically that influences your weight distribution, and then you need to take this into account when you do the mechanical balance and your aero balance, just that all these play the same game, let's say. So depending on where these components are, we need to compensate with the weight on different areas. Can be done via ballast, if we still have margin to the minimum weight by the regulations, or the BOP, or the parts design, let's say.
And I think the aero on this hypercar might potentially be one of the most distinctive of all of them. Can you talk me through a little bit of the aero philosophy on this car, please?
Well, I mean, obviously, as you say, it's very distinctive because it has to represent the brand, and obviously, yeah, we have the big kidneys on the front. In the end, yeah, I mean, the aero philosophy, everything always starts on the front. You want to generate a lot of downforce, but you also need to use the air to fulfill other jobs. It needs to cool the brakes, we need to cool the driver, we need to get air to the radiators to cool the engine, and also the hybrid system. So basically, yeah, it starts from the front, and then from there you need to see how you distribute the air and how you control the flow towards the back, that it does its job, let's say, all the way along until we have the rear wing and the diffuser. The one on top is actually doing multiple things. So it's feeding air to the engine,
okay,
and it's cooling the gearbox. The one on the side that you see here is just cooling for the brakes.
Because you've got some sort of slightly more unique individual parts of the aero that a lot of teams, for example, use vents along here, but you guys haven't done that. Can you explain any of those aero choices?
The choice is always done based on regulations and how you need to build the car to be in the so-called performance window,
right,
which is the window between drag and downforce. And then you just need to see how you can combine this efficiently with the styling requirements to look like a BMW and like a M model. It just turned out to be like this. And as you say, we have a few options that others don't have. They have options that we don't have, so it's just the game to be within that performance window. And
of course, I'm being cheeky, I'm touching on it now. There's an Evo coming along the way, and we've seen some interesting photos of it. It's got a bit of a different look to it.
That is true, yeah. I mean, the Evo is mainly an aerodynamic upgrade. We're updating, as you could probably see, the front of the car. So the kidneys get a bit smaller. We had to adapt the headlight shape a bit. And then obviously, as I mentioned before, once you start changing the front, some parts in the back might follow. So a big change that you will see for next year is for sure the front, and then see if you find the differences on the side and rear as well.
I like the challenge, I like the challenge. Now, one of my favorite questions is, can you point out to me on this car, maybe it's obvious on this car, what makes it look like a BMW to you?
Well, To me, everything. No, I mean, obviously, as I just mentioned, the kidneys, most distinctive feature, let's say, obviously the BMW logo that tells a story. And then we have on the door the so-called Hofmeister kink, is this feature here, which on production cars you would see at the very back of the car, at the C-pillar, let's say,
Okay.
where the rear window has exactly such a kink.
I didn't know that that was carried across. That's super cool. What part of this car would you say has the team has improved the most since it first joined the WEC?
We did change the brakes, so braking is for sure an area where we improved quite a bit, but then also the software. Software meaning, as we spoke about, the energy recovery, the release, traction control, all that stuff. So software is a huge part on these cars nowadays, where you can influence quite a bit, and I think that was one of the areas where we improved a lot.
Can you tell us any secrets of this car, maybe?
Of this one especially? Yeah, I can.
Go on then.
But we need to go on the other side. So, this car has a special feature,
Ooh.
which we do for every race. It's hidden on the inside.
Yeah.
If you look down here, we have this special sticker, which is made for every race. Now you see the Fuji version. There was a different one installed for Austin and obviously the races before.
Because this mascot's new for this season, right? The Kingfisher.
Yeah, the Kingfisher is new for the season.
Comes to every race?
And it comes to every race. It always has a different theme. And one small secret.
Oh?
We actually managed to get one of these stickers on the outside of the car for one race in the past. And it was almost unnoticed.
So you think if people go back, they might be able to spot it?
Maybe.
I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch all the races from this year now to find out where you put it. That's so good. I wonder if we can come around the other side and maybe take a look inside the cockpit. Does the car have air conditioning or do you guys use a cooling system?
It does not have air conditioning, so it's just air coming in from the front. You would see it on the, let's say, center part of the nose and also on the windscreen. And this is then distributed to the seat, to the helmet, and also underneath the dashboard.
And is that the hybrid unit we can see on the right there?
This is, let's say, the compartment where the battery is installed. So the battery is installed from underneath and fixed in position. So all you see here is the compartment from the outside.
And the drivers are very much leaving that alone.
Yes, yes. So here we have our steering wheel. This actually was also introduced during our time in the WEC now. Obviously, it's very similar to other steering wheels. You have shift pedals, you have levers here. Maybe something which people don't know is we actually have indicators. So each car has to have indicators by regulation. I guess people don't expect this on a race car, but it's mandatory. So that's even on the steering wheel. And then obviously the front face, I think it's quite familiar to you by now. You have your buttons that you need to access quickly. So radio is quite important for communication with the engineers. The full course yellow, pit speed limiters. I mean, that's all functions that you need quickly. And then you have your rotaries here with various functions, which are actually used with the rotary. And then you need to use these as well and then confirm that. So the driver is actually quite busy inside the car.
Yeah. What's OVT?
This I cannot tell you.
No?
There's certain secrets that we need to keep.
What, ABO?
Also a secret.
Oh, you're killing me here.
There's radio, there's full course yellow.
Right, okay, great, thank you. Now, Klaus, this is probably my favorite part of the episode, is where I get to ask you, what's your favorite part of this car?
It's difficult.
I know.
I mean, it depends on what we want to speak about. So in terms of styling, obviously it's the front. With the kidneys, very distinctive, super nice. So I like this in terms of styling a lot. In terms of, let's say, mechanical part design, the engine is super nice. Some of the manufacturing on this one is really beautiful. So there's, depending on the area, there's certain parts that I like.
Mega. Thank you so much, Klaus, for joining us. It's been an absolute privilege to talk through this car with you.
Thank you.
And thank you guys for watching along. We'll see you next time on the next episode of WEC Icons.